$300 a month for 5 years gets you $21,000. Here's what gets you $200,000. Try to save $300 every month for 5 years. Invest every single dollar of that money wisely. Do you know what you'll end up with? Roughly $21,000. That's all there is to it. Be disciplined over those 5 years. Try to say no whenever necessary. And in return, you'll be in a position to buy a second-hand car. This is exactly what should really be worrying you. A close friend of yours with the same job title and the same willpower could end up with more than 3 times as much as you after the same 5 years. What's more, that person might not even have been any more careful about saving money than you have. Imagine 2 different versions of the same person, same age, same salary, same expenses. One of them follows everything they read online to the letter. They stick to a tight budget, skip the coffee, keep track of bills, and save at least 10% of their income like a machine. The other barely touches the spreadsheet, but over these 2 years, they've been quietly doing just one thing differently. When you compare your bank accounts 5 years later, the difference is undeniable. It's not just 10% more. It's a completely different financial world. But the strange thing is that the disciplined person had done almost everything right. This video addresses that particular scenario, the one that almost no one uses because it's hidden in the budget application. By the end of the video, you'll learn a realistic 5-year roadmap for achieving significant financial momentum. Instead of versions cobbled together just to sell courses, you'll learn about the version that actually works. Every week, I post videos like this to explain in detail how money actually moves. If you find this information useful, you can subscribe right away. The channel is free, and your subscription helps ensure these videos continue to be published. Let's start with a reality check that might sting a bit. Wealth isn't built by saving, at least not in the first 5 years. I know saving is supposed to be our main goal. Yes, saving is absolutely essential. However, trying to save on a low income is like trying to fill a swimming pool with a teaspoon. Even if you were the world's most disciplined teaspoon holder, you could stand there for years watching the water barely rise. Let's do the maths. Let's say you can save $300 a month. That alone will put you a step ahead of most people. Nearly 40% of households cannot cover a $400 emergency without going into debt. $300 a month amounts to $3,600 a year. Over 5 years, that's $18,000. If you invested that at a solid interest rate of 8%, you'd end up with around $21,000 or $22,000. That's good. Really good. But that's not what will completely change your life. Everyone views wealth as a mathematical problem to be solved through discipline. In reality, however, wealth is a leverage problem to be solved through income. At first, the amount of money you can save is not as important as the amount of money you can earn. Your most powerful asset right now is not your savings account, but your earning capacity. Almost everyone gets this order completely wrong. They spend years optimizing an insignificant figure, whilst ignoring the one figure that could truly make a difference. Try to think of your income as a car engine. No matter how skilled you are, the smaller the engine, the slower the car will be. Even if you take every bend perfectly, they'll still overtake you on the straight. More horsepower changes everything in an instant. That's why, when you increase your income, it becomes easier to save, easier to invest. You pay off debts faster, and you reduce your stress. This isn't just a single improvement. It's every possible improvement happening all at once with a single move. Just look at what a huge difference this single move makes. In the first year, you earn $3,000 a month and save 10% of that. That comes to $300. The other you, however, spends the first 2 years developing your skills. You negotiate and set aside money to generate additional income, eventually reaching $5,000 a month. The 10% rate remains the same, but now this amounts to $500. This difference alone creates a $12,000 gap over 5 years. This applies only if the gap stops widening, which is virtually never the case. Try to be honest with yourself for a moment. When you open your banking app, what do you feel in your body? Do you feel a slight twinge in your stomach? Is there that quiet feeling of, don't look too closely? Or is there a sense of calm within you? Because that feeling is actually a piece of data. It tells you whether you're just getting by with a teaspoon or building an engine. The uncomfortable truth is that no budget trick can take away that nagging feeling in your stomach. You can only do that with a bigger engine. This brings us to the first practical step. You absolutely must increase your income. Before you roll your eyes, let me just say this. Yes, I know and I understand where you're coming from. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it. However, there's one thing people constantly underestimate: just how much your income could grow within 5 years. 5 years is more than enough time to acquire a truly valuable skill, change careers if necessary, set up a side business, or secure a pay rise on several occasions. Employees who change jobs typically see their salaries increase by an average of 10 to 20%. If you manage to do this even twice within 5 years, it is by no means unlikely that your salary will reach a level entirely different from your current situation. However, there is a hidden trap in increasing your income, and this trap quietly swallows almost everyone. You get your pay rise, and within a month, your lifestyle expands and swallows up that money. You want to improve your quality of life even further, so you might want to buy a nicer flat or a nicer car. In this situation, everything is a bit more expensive. Your income has increased, but because your expenses have also increased, the balance in your bank account doesn't go up. This is one of the biggest factors that erode wealth. There is a name for the mechanism behind this: hedonic adaptation. Your brain perceives every new purchase as a new baseline. That new car feels fantastic for about 3 months. Then it becomes just another car, and your attention drifts to the next thing. Your desire to buy fades within about 3 months, and you may even feel a sense of regret afterwards. So the second step is to shut the door on that trap before it even presents itself. The rule is almost ridiculously simple. Whenever your income increases, try to save at least half of the increase. Has your income increased by $500 a month? $250 is automatically set aside before you even realize it. The remaining $250 is yours to spend as you please. This way, you can still feel the increase. Just don't let it quietly erode the very reason you earned it in the first place. I'm really curious to hear what you think about this, because this is one of the rules people break most often. Be honest in the comments. When was the last time you had more money to spend, yet somehow ended up with less at the end of the month? Let me know in the comments. I read them, and the most common answer usually becomes the topic of the next video. Now, we've finally reached the part everyone wants to skip. How do you put your money to work? Once your savings are in order, that money needs to be put to work. Historically, one of the most reliable ways to do this has been to invest in the broader market without taking on too much risk. As a benchmark, the S&P 500 has delivered an average annual return of around 10% over the past century. In the short term, markets fluctuate and will certainly test your nerves. That's why investing in the short term is like gambling. However, in the long term, making regular investments in the broader market has proven to be one of the most stable ways of building wealth. Let's put this in numbers. Let's say your income has increased. You haven't let the rising costs of your lifestyle get the better of you, and you're now investing $1,000 a month. The money invested over 5 years amounts to $60,000. Even with modest growth, this figure could reach $70,000 or more. But the real story, one that almost no one could have predicted, is this. The real gain was never the 5-year figure. The real gain was the momentum you built. Let's take that $250 you saved by skipping a single payment. On its own, it might seem like very little, but if you put that amount aside every month, it will amount to $15,000 after 5 years. If we spread that over 15 years, using historical market averages, that single decision, the decision not to buy a new car, quietly turns into a sum of over $100,000. This is the part that those trying to trick you with promises of getting rich quick will never be able to sell to you, because it simply won't fit into a 30-second video. Boring decisions always turn into something almost unbelievable over time. Imagine yourself in your early 20s, constantly struggling with money. You have virtually no savings, and your income barely covers your bills. Then, in that situation, you made a single firm decision. For 5 years, focus on just 3 things and nothing else. First, increase your income. Second, do not allow your standard of living to rise. In other words, live exactly as you did before you received a pay rise. Third, invest without hesitation every month. Don't take risks. There's no such thing as an unknown cryptocurrency. Just stick to the 3 things I've mentioned. In 5 years' time, this portfolio will be worth over $60,000. And, more importantly, your income will have doubled. This means the next 5 years won't drag on. They'll actually help you get ahead. That's actually how wealth begins to accumulate. It doesn't start with a single brilliant move made at exactly the right moment. Rather, it begins with a few ordinary decisions that you repeat over and over until the maths works in your favor. The flashy version may be entertaining to watch, but it's the boring version that brings in the money. Here's exactly what you need to do. Starting right where you are right now, do the following. Set aside 10 minutes this week and make it your sole task. Find a job advertisement in your field that offers a salary at least 15% higher than what you're currently earning, and write down exactly which skills listed in that advertisement you don't yet possess. That's it. You're not changing careers. Simply provide written proof that a higher figure exists, and exactly what stands between you and that figure. This month, have a difficult conversation or take a concrete step. When asking for a pay rise, don't just rely on a gut feeling. Back up your case with a specific figure, or apply for a few roles in a higher salary bracket, or earn your first bit of money outside your salary by selling something small you've made using your own skills. Your goal shouldn't be to make money just yet. Your goal is to break the mindset that your income is a fixed fact rather than something that can be negotiated. Also, this quarter, set up the framework that holds all this together. In other words, automate the save half of every pay rise rule so that this decision is made once and for all. Never have to repeat it again? Also, choose a single skill that you want to improve measurably over the next 90 days. Just one. Income, protection, growth. 3 systems set in motion automatically, because the choice underlying all this is this. Do you want to remain the version that fills the pool? Drop by drop with a teaspoon, working hard whilst watching the water barely move? Or the version that develops a motor? If you choose the latter, you can leave the heavy lifting to time and the market. One of these 2 people will end up with the money. The other, however, will quietly become a prisoner of poverty. In any case, it will come in 5 years' time. Whether you're ready or not, it will come. You cannot escape this situation. The only question that remains is, when that moment comes, what state will you be in? If this video has changed your perspective on money even slightly, do 2 things. Subscribe. Because when you have a plan, the next 5 years fly by much faster than when you don't, and I publish a post like this every week. Then tell me in the comments, how do you want your financial situation to be in 5 years' time? Be specific. Give a figure. Because the future you just imagined doesn't start in 5 years' time. So, you need to make a decision this week. If you're ready for the next step, the video on the screen explains in detail how you can increase your income when you feel you've reached a dead end. This is where you really need to start.